Hi, and welcome to another episode of Better Golfer Today. I'm your host, Tyler Dice. We are sticking with a new format, and what I'm doing is answering your questions. So each little podcast will have me answer the question that you all submit. So today's question is how to keep a round going for 18 holes. Okay? So we talked about in another podcast how to keep a round going for 9 holes. So this is a little bit different, how to keep it going for 18 holes. And there's a couple of different ways you can try and approach this. One way you can approach it is to, instead of looking at it as like a collective group, focus on it as one hole and one hole only. And so you play that one hole and then you forget about that hole. Okay, you're not focused on the previous holes. You're not focused on the next holes. You're only focused on that hole right then and there. And so no matter what you do on that hole, it has no bearing on the other 17 holes. Okay, does that make sense? So what you're doing is you're trying to just free yourself up and only focus on that one hole. And so you're not focusing on the round at hand. You're not focusing on keeping the round going. You're not focusing on playing a good score or trying to get something back. You're only focusing on playing that hole as good as you can play it. Okay? By having this different mindset, what you're doing is you're encouraging yourself to play your best every time you tee it up and every hole versus trying to keep something going or sustain something or to hold on tight, to your good round that you have going. Okay, so by one hole at a time, only focusing on that hole and forgetting about all the other holes as you play, you're kind of freeing yourself up to just allow yourself to keep playing well. Another way to kind of keep a round going is to break it down even further and focus on only the shot at hand. All right, so you're forgetting about everything that was done up until that point. And so you're only focusing on the shot that you're hitting right then and there. So you're not kicking yourself in the butt for hitting a bad tee shot. You're not trying to get a shot back because you just bogeyed the previous hole, right? You're not trying to string a few pars together because you've ended up stringing 4 or 5 bogeys together or something like that. Okay? You're not focusing on that. You're focusing on only the shot at hand. Okay? And that is another very effective way to help you kind of just keep things going and keep the momentum in your favor. Lastly, another great way to keep things going is to focus really, really hard on your routine and to stick to your routine and not to drift too far off your routine. By having a good routine and sticking to it, you're allowing yourself to essentially focus on something else and ignore the other stuff. Okay, so having a good routine is not only beneficial on no matter what you're doing, but it also it frees you up because you're only focused on your routine. So you get your number, do your routine, hit your shot. Okay, and so those are 3 ways to help you keep it going for 18 holes. All right. So, everyone, thank you very much for listening. We got more questions, and I'll answer them. So, send your questions in, and I'm happy to answer them. So, thanks for listening, and have a good night.